Hey everybody, Shay here. Welcome back to another blind Let's Play of Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. Here we have Connor, and I was still, I walked away and then I just started looking around to see if I could find anything about the stuff I was asking in the last episode. For those of you who missed it, it was a big crafting episode and just exploring some of the options in the game. Now, I did find, not this, I did find this thing here, and I thought that's where I would be able to see the stuff that I was missing with. Sometimes it would pop up like I need to get like 5 raccoon pelts or whatever the case, or I have to craft X amount of Y, and I can't find that anywhere. Not anywhere. I can't find it anywhere. But I did find this, a bunch of stats about things which I had never taken a look at. So in doing so, I did find some stuff that I was like, wait, what? So there's let's see if I can show you where I found it. Animal stats, not animal stats, although I was a bit thrown off that it was I think it was 88 bear attacks. I was like, how many? I don't know where it is. Anyways, did I pass it? I'm already distracted. I'm already like, perfect bear pelts acquired. No. Anyways, exploration stats maybe. No, I don't know. Look, it was fight stats. God, it was down here with the animals. Why wouldn't it be by the animals? Oh, times attacked by bears, 88. Yeah, that was crazy. I thought it was less than that. But in any case, we have navigation stats, exploration stats. Where was it? The economy. I found, let's see, bribes. I was looking at the zeros. I was like, well, there's some stuff I didn't do yet, like money earned from trading. Wait a minute. I've been trading now, and I've been making money. Oh, earned from convoys. So what's trading? So selling at stores is trading? That's the difference? Money earned from hunting. What's that? My pelts that I sell to stores? Connor to stores is hunting. Trading is, I don't know. I that was weird. Money earned from looting convoys. What? So I can loot convoys. That's it. That's the update there. Just a quick check around. I went through all of these lanes again. Can't find anything there. There's nothing in the Animus database, so I don't know where those things are, why they're popping up, etc, etc, etc. But this episode, I swear to God, I'm going back to the campaign. I got to get to sequence 11 because other things will open up for the homestead, and the homestead does look like it's coming along pretty fast based on the trajectory of the sequences. Those rectangles, they're getting filled up pretty fast. So yeah, let me get to the adventure start and let's push this along. I think a fog of war area here, which is always strange to me. I feel like I've been everywhere, but then I see these fog of wars. Now, I mean, things are starting to look a little bit alike, to be fair. Just a burned down area. So, I mean, just more burned down areas. There he is. So, Animus, and we're starting to get some more Animus database stuff. It's been a long time. But let's kick this off before it's too late. And I start getting distracted with other things. Yeah. Alternate methods. I don't know what we're doing anymore.
We need to know what the Loyalists are planning, if we're to put an end to this.
I've tried, but the soldiers themselves are told nothing now, only to await orders from above.
Keep digging. Come find me when you have something worth sharing. We're so close to victory. A few more well-placed attacks and we'll be able to put an end to the civil war and be rid of the crown.
What do you intend?
Well, nothing at the moment, since we're completely in the dark.
I thought the Templars had eyes and ears everywhere.
Oh, we did. Until you started cutting them off.
Your contact said orders from above. It tells us exactly what we need to do. Track down the Loyalist commanders.
Okay, we're off. Follow Hatham. And start sticking onto objects, which is awesome. So I can lose him and then I get to redo another follow mission. That'd be fun. Are we going to start that way? Go in as straight a line as possible though, Dad, if you don't mind. I appreciate it. So that I don't get stuck on silly shit and then get pushed off or something. Oh no, don't stick to it. Nope. Perfect. I'll stay behind you. Just try to... Oh shit. Or not. Just go as fast as possible, please. Thank you. Oop. Hello? I'm stuck. Awesome. Oh good. Good. Here we go. Here we go. Oh good. Now I'm the embarrassment. Awesome. Great. Go ahead, Dad. you want to keep going? All right. If you're gonna go that way, oh yeah, I've lost you. Oh, I don't want to be here. How embarrassing. Are you waiting for me? Because I'm embarrassing. Oh, good. I'm coming. Nope. Nope. You want to try to go slow. He goes in different... Nope. In different directions than I want. Nope. Jeez Louise, man. Where are you? Are you in the bottom floor or the upper floor? There you are. Oh, I was just down there. If you wanted to take these guys out, I was already down there, bro. We'd have just like... Oh, Dad, come on.
Have you considered the proposal?
Oh, we have these.
I'm unconvinced. To reinforce them would leave New York exposed. It's hard enough maintaining order with our current numbers. Cut in half.
Yet if we do not join with them, they risk defeat. And then what?
Well, they should have come by sea.
Oh, they're talking in circles. We'll learn nothing watching as we are.
Then what do you propose we do? March in there and demand answers?
Well, yes.
Ambush!
Connor? Little help here?
Leave the commanders
demanding.
alive, Connor. We can interrogate them.
Awesome. The great assassination, bro. Great assassination, bro. Oh, yeah, I got you new weapons. New weapons. What? Let's see. What do we got here? Anything cool? Anything cool? So far, I see nothing cool. Oh, a sword is a sword is a sword. Ah, maybe. Oh shit! I thought you were my dad. I don't know why. My brain was locked there. There we go. Tell you what. I'm gonna break these guys apart because fuck. Okay, let's see. It sort of feels the same to me. Target died. My dad? Oh, was I not? Was oh what? What? Was there a target I was not supposed to kill? What? Wait, what? Who? What? What happened? What happened? What year is this? Am I not supposed to shoot the shooter? That sounds like a silly idea. Oh, damn it. Wait, desync. What's the desync? Again, what's going on here? Who's dying? Sorry, are we going somewhere? Where are we going? Where are we going? Who? Hate them. Use guard. You. What? What? What's going on? I'm almost dying. Was it me? I don't know. Is my dad gonna take care of it? There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Did my dad have to go over there? Is that what's going on? Do I not kill these guys? I don't understand. Are we gonna fail this again? Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Yep. Did I die? Target died. Was it me? Maybe it was me. Don't kill the shooters. Don't kill the yellow. Kill the bodyguards. Grab him, grab him. No? Doesn't matter. I can't do the A to the shooters. But I'm not getting shot, so... Boom. Maybe having that faster weapon or something. That was awesome. Yes. Alright, well, oh, hey, Dad. So what do we want to do? Use the shields, kill the bodyguard. Kill the body... No, that's what it was. I see.
We'll bring them back to my quarters at
Well, that
Fort
was
George and see what secrets they might share.
Oh, look at him go.
Really?
He's so...
Well, you'd best get after him
Can't
then.
be bothered.
I will watch the prisoners.
No, you do it.
Why me?
Yeah, wait.
Because I said so.
Yeah,
Now
what?
go.
Is that just like... I think you got a problem. You know, it's crazy. Like, I don't know if it's his age. I don't know if it's the story reason for that. But, like, when you're playing him, I just feel like he was a little bit more reasonable.
Help! I need
You know?
help!
And then as soon as it's like, oh, wait, no, he's the villain. It's like, oh, okay, well, all of a sudden now you gotta, like, make it come across like
Come
he's
no
a complete
closer!
dipshit. But I don't know if it's something else going on. Like, maybe it's reading. I'm not reading into it the proper way. I'm not
Stop
sure.
him!
Should I shoot him? I'm gonna say I don't shoot him. I am going to say a tackle. Move.
2 arms, men! 2 arms!
Wait. Yeah, please.
Move.
Go to hell!
Or it's
I said move.
Is he getting too old and he knows he can't do it? So he's you know, he's trying to keep a power position.
Wait. I'll tell you anything you want.
By forcing Connor
Anything,
to do
only
it.
don't make
We
me
just
go
have
in
some
there.
questions for you.
Cross that threshold, and I'm a dead man.
There you are, Connor. I was
And,
worried you might have gotten lost.
Wow.
Come along, then.
Constantly ribbing. And he's definitely a dead man. But I mean, is that really any different than what I really though? Like, now you're gonna like, you don't want to maybe hear this guy's side, and possibly maybe there's something to this. No, Connor, you're just gonna follow orders again blindly, just doing what people tell you, and then being an asshole and pushing this guy to his death essentially. Awesome. Here, push. Go faster. I said, go faster. Here, my dad's influence is growing on me. Should be working with the Templars, or the Assassins. Do it anyways. If there's any different, huh? I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm just gonna put you into a death corner. You're gonna get stabbed by Atham. You're gonna get killed. You're gonna get your throat slit. It's gonna get what he wants from you, and you're gonna get done. Oh, these ones are either sleeping or already done. Yeah.
What are the British planning?
To march from Philadelphia. That city's finished. New York's the key. They'll double our numbers, push back the rebels.
When do they begin?
2 days from now.
June 18th. I must warn Washington.
You see? That wasn't so very difficult now, was it?
I've told you everything. Now let me go.
Of course. The other two said the same. It must be true.
Wow.
You killed him. You killed all of them. Why?
They'd have warned the Loyalists.
You could have held him until the fight was done.
What? And waste precious time and money on their care?
Connor's
What would be
killed
the
a lot of
point?
dudes, though.
They'd
That's what
given
I'm
up
saying.
everything they knew.
Yeah.
I'll meet
I mean,
you at Valley
come on.
Forge.
Gameplay context here. Do I have to go to the stats again? Do you want to go back to the beginning of this episode and pause the video? Killed a lot of people. Connor's killed a lot of people, and I'm not sure they all had. There was any, you know what I mean? There was more reasons than that. I mean, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Wait, are they chasing me? Why would they chase me? Get the fuck out of here. So I could steal this horse. Yeah, actually, I am going to steal a horse. It's a pretty white horse. Let's go. And I've got a fog of war here that I need to clear faster, sooner than later. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, you know what we can do while we're hanging out in the A cart? We can finish this up. So let's see where we're at. Okay, looking better again. We're looking at some 3s here. Nope, we're done this one. It's ours. It is ours. We got a 2. Oh, that's what I'd like to see. Okay, so what are we looking at? Let's get rank captain. You know what? I'm going to give it to 70% is good enough. Let's see if we can't do this. And then we got a 3. I'm going to start pushing the other ones into the 3 zones because this is getting pretty damn close to done. So let's get the 9ers with the 6ers and push that along. And let's get another 3. There we go. Oh god, we're just starting this one. Dang. How are you going to do? 85%? You can probably do this alone though. Yeah, but you can crank a 6 up or something. We do this at 100. So that's good. But the problem is I have nothing for this other guy. Yeah, he's going to fail. He's going to fail hard. If I push this. A 7 gets me a 50. You know what? Give it your best shot. We're almost there, man. We're almost there. So, here, can I just fast travel so I don't have to deal with this? I cannot. Okay. Can I fast travel when I exit like this? Oh, no. Oh, son of a bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I've got one thing, though. It's one thing. And you're going to come at me like, again, it's the worst in the world. And it's like, come on, you gotta... This might be the worst game of this particular implementation. I feel like I'm completely helpless as soon as these guys freak out. The entire city is on my ass, and call me crazy. I know I can like blend in with anybody in the city, but oh shit, I know. Fuck. See what I mean? But it's like, where can I go? Where can I go and block? Like, I can't get to people and like get to, like, there's always someone there, man. I'm in the yellow, right? Like, can I stand by these guys right here? No, I can't do it. So like, I have no way to get out of this problem until I die and redo it. But I'm like, it's one thing, man. It's not that bad. Like, it's not the end of the world, man. It's not a too hard red, like right here. Can I just hide in the bushes right here? Maybe. But like, I have to reduce my dude now, right? But I can't do it. What I'm telling you is I can't do it. Okay, hold on. Fast travel. Oh, God. No, see, they're already... No, maybe they're just, like, heightened. They're heightened to me or something. I don't know. I don't... The game is deciding to... Oh, good. Add different rules to what makes me a problem. I don't know. Here's a dude that I can bribe. If I could just get to him... God damn it. See what I mean? You see my problem is? You see the problem right there? Is that I can get to this guy. But if I don't... Oh, wow. Could have been compromised. It's like you can't get there fast enough, man. Okay, let's go into the frontier. Let's move this along. Let's try to stay focused here and not bitchy. Oh, man. So the sword felt like a sword, whereas I felt like the old Assassin's Creed games, you picked up a different sword, it still felt like you're a whole different... oh, refill inventory. Oh, cool. The swords had different attacks. Like, you still felt like you were doing different animations. I did. I don't remember different swords doing similar attack motions. Maybe I just don't remember properly, but... before that becomes a problem, let's fast travel. I have a better idea. I have a better idea. And done. Oh, that's right. I can teleport to forts, right? Was there a fort over there? Let's see. There was not. Unless this is on a fort. It is not. I see. I just realized. Oh. Wonder if that's my father. What the? What? What? That's impossible. That's impossible. I've done it all. Have I not done it all? I've done it all. To do something here? Whoa, it's really dark. Whoa. Is this an actual? Diamond Basin. Trinkets, Frontier. See, it shows me things like that. Trinkets, Frontier, 1 of 1. Yeah, but where can I see that list so I can just see the lists? And then knock it out, you know? Trinket. I thought I did all the trinkets, though. That's messing me up. Okay, back to it then. That was an immediate distraction right there. I'm probably going to run it. Wait, who's this right there then? I don't know if that's the mission or something else. So let's go see that instead. I'm sorry, but you're going to die if... okay, you survived today. You survived this day. If that's the friendly camp, maybe? We won this or something? Oh my god. I'm already forgetting what's going on here. Who's talking? Oh. Yeah, okay.
Monsieur Connor, a pleasure as always. What brings you?
What's up?
I wanted to ask you something. Why is this revolution so important to you?
Oh, I guess I should look for these on the map, huh?
Since I decided to embark upon this adventure, through all the lords and merchants and soldiers I've spoken to, you are the first to ask me this. Have you ever been to France?
I have not.
One day, when all of this is over, I will invite you to Paris to stay with me and my family. She is the most beautiful city in all the world, Connor. Full of art and culture, women and wine. But she is sick on the inside. Black and rotting. But here is something quite different. On the outside, the colonies are dirty and dangerous, unforgiving and uncivilized. But on the inside, they glow. And that is why I am here. To learn. I want to return home, able to touch France's black heart and make it glow once more.
That's neat.
Ah, Connor. What do you think of my work thus far?
The men are bolstered, focused. It is good you have come.
You are too kind. Lord knows my journey was far from certain. The trials we suffered getting here were strange and many. I dressed as a woman, Connor, to evade British spies. Did you know that?
I did not. As a woman, you say?
It is the truth. King George had already stopped our crossing once in Bordeaux, threatening to seize my newly purchased ship, La Victoire, and arrest me. But I was born stubborn, and such a warning could not dissuade me. So we rode for Spain and bought passage aboard the ship there. George's spies had followed us every step of the way. Disguise was the only remaining option, mon Dieu.
No man can doubt your commitment, and you are invaluable to the cause. You did what you needed to do. I am certain I would have done the same.
But of course you would. I expect nothing less.
Wow, these are cool. I mean, I really I hadn't considered looking for those, but they give some extra context to the connections he's making along the journey, you know, which goes a long way. Okay, so let's now destroy your entire fort here, I'm sure, with my dad. I'm sure this can't go very pleasant for the people here. It's about to go south. All I need is for these guys to start attacking me or whatever. That's always fun to see. Okay. Let's do it. How bad is this going to go? Convoy has returned with some thousands.
We should be sharing what we know with Lee, not Washington.
You seem to think I favor him, but my enemy is a notion, not a nation. It is wrong to compel obedience, whether to the British crown or the Templar cross. And I hope in time the Loyalists will see this too, for they are also victims.
You oppose tyranny, injustice. These are just symptoms. Their true cause is human weakness. Why do you think I keep on trying to show you the error of your way?
You have said much, yes, but you have shown me nothing.
Then we'll have to remedy that then, won't we?
Oh,
Sir,
Hello,
do a
Connor.
spinaroo.
What brings you
Act
here?
3 here.
the British have recalled their men in Philadelphia. They march for New York.
That's
Very
good.
well.
Act 3 already. Yeah,
I'll move our
fair.
forces to Monmouth.
Not yet.
If we can
That's
rout them, we'll have finally turned the tide.
secret weapon
And
needs to
what's
happen.
this?
Private
Well, of
correspondence.
course it
pattern.
is.
There it
Would
is.
you like to know
Okay.
what it says, Connor? It seems your good friend here has just ordered an attack on your
That's it.
village. Although
just
attack might be
was
putting
feeling
it
it.
mildly. Well, tell him, Commander.
Oh, there it is.
We've been receiving reports of Allied natives working with the British. I've asked my men to put a stop to it.
By burning their villages and salting the land, by calling for their extermination, according to this letter. Not the first time either. Tell them what you did 14 years ago.
That was another time. The 7 Years' War.
And so now you see what happens to this great man when under duress. He makes excuses, displaces blame, does a great many things, in fact, except take responsibility.
Enough! Who did what and why must wait. My people come first.
Then let's be off.
No. You and I are finished.
Well, no, I mean,
Son.
he's turned this shit
Do you
around.
think me so soft
He's
that
trying
by
to turn
calling
right
me
up,
son,
yeah.
I might change my mind? How long did you sit on this information, or am I to believe you discovered it now?
Yeah.
My mother's blood may stain another's hands, but Charles Lee is no less a monster, and all he does by your command. A warning to you both.
Oh, Jesus.
Choose to follow me or oppose me, and I will kill you.
How did he walk out of the army after saying that? Like how is he walking out of this place after threatening, you know, George Washington? I mean, his father, he probably let him go. He was like, I know he's a growing pain. Okay, reach the old fort. Hopefully there's no timer because I was optional. I don't know. I didn't get that far. I didn't get to the optionals. So we have to go. Oh, we're going back home. So those of you who have hung around here long enough, you know that there's the whole pattern, the narrative patterns framework that I use to evaluate things. And I do feel like I'm entering an Act 3 or I'm in a transition, but there's usually some bad things that happen before things turn around and kind of escalate to the point where they have to turn into a legitimate like Act 3. This is like reaching the pinnacle. There's always something called the false victory, or there's like a false death or a death of some sort. Do I have to? Probably. I don't know if I had to kill you or not, but I did anyways because I could. No, horse, come back. Oh shit, no. No, horse, no. Stop. Stop doing this. No, horse. 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 Thank you. So there's going to be a death of some sort, whether it's a false death or like a spiritual death or a literal death. That's usually the pivotal point that you want to look for in narrative patterns at this point. Hold on, let me read this. Stop Patriot messengers. Oh, was that a messenger? But his horse was dead? Well, they did take it off the list, so I'm going to say yes. Let's look for some more along the ways. That's optional, to be fair. Do I have to do it? No, probably not. Do I have to kill all these guys? Probably. Well, I could probably shoot one like this. And then do one like this. And then do one like this. Oh, I took the horse. I see. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. That eagle vision is not though. Okay, done. I've been wanting to do a couple more of those, like horse assassin kills, but even like these animals, you could just chase down these animals and probably horse assassinate them. I feel like I missed one. I feel like that might have been the oh, don't touch the ground. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Oh no, there's definitely a 4 out of 5. I definitely have to take out. It's probably a quest. If I miss them, I'm gonna be redoing this whole thing. Oh, there he is. See right here, like boom, assassinate. Just saw it pop up. And then right here, I see right here, bam. Elk antlers and skin. Wonderful stuff right there. Do I shortcut? I can risk it. I can. Oh, I gotta reload. Shit. Be enough time, I'm sure. Quickly. I mean, I don't really feel like I'm no, 25. I guess I am. 3. No, I'm literally can't seem to catch up on them. Oh, good. That's great. Hey, please leave. No. Get out of control, but now I know what to do. Spur. Spur? Hello. Spur. 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 There we go. There we go.
I should make sure the village is safe.
I didn't anticipate the turn on George Washington, but it did feel like, I mean, how could it not go in that direction? I was wondering why he was so cool with just taking orders, and he's learned enough about, you know, some hypocrisy going on. This is basically the explicit example of that hypocrisy.
Unka giga oya rungwe.
Teo negujes Charles Lee. Luanatu kwa yasagoya tonhawe kano dogu dano dohkara ni hadi.
Nahoda? Ka nuwe nye honenu.
What de sagodi dashtana tini hadi ayun kiyun hunja kwa.
Ya, yahtet kari hoyeri.
Ona jera di desatni gun hare. Ya kon tat desadu huntoni ne giga ne ayagoderio.
Onak tia shaga ne. Te domzahum da kedaste.
Let's stop the Kenyagahage. Oh shit. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, this is gonna escalate. Okay, so let's go this to this, of course. Let's go this to this. And let's go knock some brothers out. Those are all good. Whoa, what happened? Oh, see, when you do that, though, it's like I failed. Can you not do that particular thing? Do I... Hold on, let me see this. Is it by range? I guess. Let's go by range, I guess. This one's closer. So we rush this guy. And we go... Is that it? Yes. And then 30, 29... time. Just fucking tackle him. What a maniac. That works for me. There we go. There might be a frontal here. Oh shoot. Oh no. Oh no. Dang it. Oh no. Oh no. Why did I screw this one up? I can't. Oh, no. No! Disarm. No. Stop. 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 Drop the weapon. What a fucking disaster this turned into. Great. What a fucking mess. So don't go front. Got it. From the rear. From the rear. There you go. Shh. There you go. There you go. Had to be. It had to be. It's the full circle or the mirror patterns. Act 1 to Act 3. Having a reflection. It's either repetition or it's a direct opposite. This-
Nahoda. Gwego ha Crori ne Charles Lee. But Triot de Hona de Honzonia yung Kiat want to. Donogon easy I'll say no what is it?
A toga tigarungwe.
Waharu zit is at Nigura Denu. Zia Sade Nyanda the squat Nigura Gani. Nixi ona gar runete. Ziuguan who guard de.
They got your scar giga.
Connect you got new scans what Gwanya has in a square the new stats again. Don't use that Nigura di Hunto. Don't know what doesn't want ducks out there. Nezungwe
This
that's
is a bit of a quick turn and a harsh assumption. See what I mean? Like, I don't get that. I like the narrative idea of this, but it feels a little bit. Oops. I feel. Oh Jesus! They didn't even like have you fight through this. But it felt like it was a little bit rash and just unapologetic. Just gave no room.
Charles Lee, Mountmouth, was at the Hajib. A second had to Masse, Zinahold and Patriot, Renadeno Uni. Durant Saga, a second Nasete. Oh, Doctor Gigamoderio. Ronudio, what the Quenu. Ungenungue da Summa. Oh, Diatanum Statunge.
Iwe na wando taingwaya dano staduge. Ona wasa deresa yung jadaro.
Yeah, wow. That was a really quick turn. I expected something, but not. That was a really quick turn with zero control factor behind it. God damn. Plot driven for sure, but makes sense, I guess. That this might they live two different lives, and you know it's hard to remember that years have passed for these, you know, as they develop. And I mean, but you're gonna come back and talk to them, and they were chill, they were fine. Last time I came and talked to him, he was, you know, it was fine. But yeah, okay. Animus database. Let's see if we get some update stuff here. Ken and Tokon, we have, yeah, updated. Of course, after Connor left to become an assassin, he and his old friend drifted apart. Sometimes that can happen when one of you becomes an assassin, and they formed rather different views of how their village should participate in the war. While Ken and Khan originally supported Connor's idea that the village stay neutral, after seeing the protection offered by other nations, by both British and French, he began to reconsider. Eventually, he argued for the village's joining of the war. So I don't remember reading this part, but there's two breaks here. Maybe I had to go back and talk to him. See, that's the thing. I missed that context. That's unfortunate. I knew I could talk, and I did go talk, but maybe I didn't complete the entire track. Generally on the side of the British, the allies of many other Kenyakahaga. Their disagreement came to a head when Kenya Tokon confronted Connor with the knowledge that his loyalist allies had planned an attack on their village. In the ensuing fight, Connor was forced to kill his friend, so annoying when that happens. Yeah, I feel like I missed this part because I just came to when I talked to the Lafayette. So that I might have had to chase these down on the map, and I didn't know. I thought they were just people you could eventually just repeat lines. Ah, damn it. That wasn't my bad. Ah, boy. Isaac Potts' house. This was George Washington's headquarters during the winter of '77. The house was owned by Isaac Potts. It's a simple country house in the ever-popular Georgian style. The President of Congress wrote that Washington lives himself in a hut that is a little temporary cabin, such as one inhabited by the poorest Boer, which is exaggeration bordering on slander. Washington lived in a tent for his first week at Village Forge, but then moved into the Potts house with his entourage. The rest of his soldiers were housed in temporary log cabins built around the valley. However, this house isn't exactly the lap of luxury either. The rooms are small, and it would have been cramped quarters for the military meetings that took place here, and the 25 people who ate, worked, and slept inside. It must have been like an 18th century frat house. It's said amongst Washington's greatest achievements was the invention of beer pong. Anyway, the house is a compromise between Washington's need to convey the image of a leader but not place himself too far above the people he leads. Sullivan Expedition. It was Washington's response to several raids by British and Iroquois groups along the northern frontier. Forces under Joseph Brant and John Butler had attacked forts and settlements in the Wyoming and Cherry Valley, killing and scalping women and children as well as militia. Washington's orders were very clear. In order to root out the problem, Sullivan was to attack and burn as many Iroquois settlements as he could find and take as many prisoners as he could. Sullivan complied, burning 40 Iroquois villages and destroying an estimated 160,000 bushels of corn. His troops also answered previous atrocities with their own, scalping bodies and burning people alive in cabins. Sullivan didn't limit his troops to active enemies either. He also attacked the Onondaga, who had stayed neutral during the war. This attack had the unsurprising effect of making the Onondaga into enemies of the Patriots. In the end, the Sullivan expedition failed to stop raids in the area. Those continued throughout the Revolution, as each side sought to get revenge for the violence of the other. The repeated attacks on both sides eventually laid waste to the entire Kenyenka territory, also known as the Mohawk Valley, and the land around it. Possibly because of Sullivan expedition, George Washington became known among the Iroquois as the Town Destroyer. Although the origin of the nickname is historically contested, he might have already earned it destroying towns during the French and Indian War. Now there's the mark of a great statesman. It's hard to tell when he got a reputation for scorched earth policies because he did it so much. George Washington update. Washington's lack of skill didn't go unremarked either. Charles Lee lost faith in him completely, never going quite so far as to disobey Washington's orders, but not following them properly either. Then in 77-78, Washington had to defend himself against the Conway Cabal, which threatened to replace him with General Horatio Gates. However, Washington's strength lay in politics, and leading the army was as much about politics as it was about winning battles. Washington had to negotiate between the varying interests of the army and individual colonies in Congress, and not just for instructions on how to wage the war, but also for basic supplies and troops. By all accounts, he must have been extremely patient. Trying to get politicians to give you anything is like trying to get a dog to give up a bone. Actually, my money would be on the dog, who will occasionally listen to reason. Whatever the criticisms of Washington's military strengths, the bottom line is that he won, eventually. When the revolution ended, he was the unanimous choice for president, a credit to the fact that he managed to both win the war and not alienate anyone in Congress. Of course, if you're looking for something to criticize Washington for, you don't have to look far. He ordered the total ruin of indigenous settlements during the Sullivan expedition, not to mention he had a plantation owner, which meant he was a plantation owner, which meant he owned more than 200 slaves. And while, yes, his will did provide for them being freed, after both he and his wife were dead and wouldn't need them anymore. I don't really consider that particularly altruistic. Oh, am I ending on a low note? Sorry, I'm here to teach you history, not soothe your sense of national pride. Theo. Also, by the way, I think about like Theo, the way she pronounced it, and I was like, oh, it sounds more like Ezio, right? It's like I wonder if that they were going for something like that. Kenyetzio, something like that. Kenyetzio, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It seems that I have power of names and in narrative and stuff like that, and that stuff stands out to me as important. So Theo's actions during the Braddock expedition, all along with her. Okay, we got that part. So is this part right here? Well, that makes slightly more sense. It seems the Templars weren't behind the burning of Connor's village. You can thank George Washington for that. I'm guessing that part of Washington's military career didn't make it into your history books, but then so many things didn't. Did I miss something up here? It's not clear why the Templars attacked in 1760 or what their objective. Oh, that was because we found that out because the father found that one thing. What did you do 14 years ago? Which is messed up now because, of course, Connor is now putting that on Lee, which is Lee's still wrapped up into this, but it's because Lee was following George Washington's orders, not his father's. So his father didn't know. See, that's how that all comes together. Marquis de Lafayette. Better known as Lafayette, and it's not surprising, his full name is Marie Joseph Paul Yves Roche Gilbert du Montier Marquis de Lafayette. His business card must have been 3 feet long. Lafayette was a French aristocrat and soldier who decided to join the Revolutionary War and became one of George Washington's most loyal supporters. I'm sure his friends just called him MJ. Lafayette came to the colonies in 77, intent to join the effort, so intent, in fact, that he abandoned his post in the French army. When the French army found out about his plans, the ship was intended to sail on was seized, and according to one story, Lafayette dressed as women's clothing to better stow away on the ship, heading to the New World. We've all done it. Lafayette had been promised a place in the army before he left France, but once he arrived, Congress became worried that he was just a glory seeker. To smooth things over, Lafayette offered to work for free, and the ever thrifty Congress awarded him a commission as a major general. That may seem a hefty rank for someone who wasn't quite 20 years old. Whoa. Though Lafayette was both rich and a French noble, and at the time Congress was hoping to secure more aid from the French government, it would have made me suspicious. There's no such thing as a free French. Lafayette was placed in as an aide de camp to George Washington, probably because that's a French word and it seemed to fit, and the two became good friends. Political connections aside, he was an excellent addition to the army. Lafayette was a natural leader. His first real fight was at the Battle of Brandywine, where he was wounded. Despite that, Lafayette organized and led an orderly retreat, which saved hundreds of lives. In 79, Lafayette returned to France, where he negotiated for more troops to be sent to the fight in the Revolution, exactly what Congress had hoped for when they hired him. After Lafayette returned to the colonies, he was placed in charge of the French troops and was responsible for chasing General Cornwallis into Yorktown, where there were other people there too. It wasn't just one man chasing another into town. That would have looked undignified. After the war, Lafayette returned to France, where he was a leader during the initial part of the French Revolution. Unfortunately for him, he advocated a constitutional monarchy and had to flee. When that wasn't enough to satisfy the general populace, he returned to the United States in 1825 to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Revolution and was greeted by adoring crowds. In 2002, Lafayette was declared an honorary citizen of the United States, one of 7 people to ever receive the tribute. Arrogantly, Lafayette didn't even bother turning up for the ceremony. That's the French for you. Bowling Green. This was one of New York's first public parks, established in 1733 by local landlords, so people living in the area would have a place to walk, bowl, and get away from the noise of the city. Since it's meant as a quiet park, there wouldn't be much more to tell except that the statue of King George III was placed here in 1770, commissioned to celebrate the repeal of the Stamp Act in 71. Wrought iron fence was added around the park, possibly to keep malcontents from vandalizing the statue. In 76, rebels stormed the park, tore down the statue, and hacked it to pieces. The reason for the attack, they just heard that the Declaration of Independence read publicly for the first time. Most of the statue was later melted down and turned into musket balls for the Continental Army, perhaps the rebel vision of destroying the Liberty Tree for firewood. The Bowling Green still exists in modern-day New York, and it's home to another statue, Charging Bull, of Wall Street, stands just outside the fence. Different times, different icons. Fort George. This fort has seen several name changes. It started off in 1625 as Fort Amsterdam, protecting the original Dutch settlement of New Amsterdam. Since then, it's been known as Fort James and Fort William, before changing sex to Fort Anne and swapping back in the 18th century to Fort George. When the Revolutionary War ended, Fort George was torn down, perhaps predictably, given that this latest name was in honor of the king. Should really have stuck with Fort Anne. Everybody loves an Anne. And we are wrapped up here. I think no other surprise pop-ups there, and that means we're back to this catastrophe. This absolute catastrophe. And now it's making me want to look for those symbols on the map for me to... Can I teleport here? I cannot. I can transport there, though. For people to talk and listen in. That's too bad. That's too bad. Alright, that's a no-go right there. That's a red zone. Let's go this way. How is this going to go?
We must hold this position for as long as it takes. If the enemy is allowed to push through, we will lose what precious little ground we have gained. The sacrifices your brothers have made today must not have been in vain. Now go! Bring the fight to our enemy! Make them rue the day they marched upon us!
Okay, let's do this.
Connor, my friend. You have arrived just in time to bear witness to our glorious victory.
Where is Charles Lee?
Oh boy.
That Batar. He shows up in the middle of our preparations and just takes charge. Screams at everyone to advance, and then rides away. I am left to pick up the pieces. Where did they come from?
Send word that we are falling back! Everyone, to me! Now! Now!
I will hold the area while you bring them to safety.
Oh, this is the one where he gets injured, but still pulls out.
I grant you
Like
my
that,
finest
I think.
soldiers to serve as your personal guard. There is nothing they will not do to ensure you are victorious. Bonne chance, mon ami.
Did he get hurt? Lies. I'm probably doing what are we doing? Slow down the red coast. Okay. Oh god. Okay, we are dealing with some. Whee! How do I fight?
Boom! Bought us some time, sir!
Great. Okay. Well, there's one guy still advancing. I don't think I want to waste this on one guy.
We'll push these redcoats back yet?
I don't think I have a choice. Here, let's see if I can get all of those guys in there. Nope. Well, I can do the bet. I can only do so much. I can only do so much. Let's go this way.
That should slow them down.
Kill platoons with a single camp. Well, this is gonna be a disaster for these guys over here. Let's just try to get as many as possible with that one. Let's go for a full platoon this time. There you go.
Bought us some time, sir.
Quickly. Let's do another full platoon right here. That's not gonna do it. Oh no, it did.
We'll push these redcoats back yet?
Again, come on. Right here. Up.
That should slow them down.
These guys are set up, so let's please roll over. Well, we're getting hurt. Probably do this better. Actually, I'll do that better. Could have been a bit more patient there. No, you know what? We're gonna commit here.
We'll push these redcoats
Yeah, I went
back
behind him
yet?
because that bush just threw me off. Okay, well, let's try to do full platoon here. Go.
That should slow them down.
How we doing? I guess that's the problem is still on this side. So,
Bought us some
what are we
time,
doing?
sir.
We have to survive another minute of this? Yeah, I don't know what this. I don't feel 100% secure about that option here. Let's try to take out both the front and the back
We'll push
there.
these redcoats back yet?
Let's take a full platoon here.
Bought us some time, sir.
It's just a massacre. This is an actual Boston massacre. Jeez Louise. Destroyed.
A perfect shot.
Jeez. One got destroyed right there. We're about to get wrecked here though. Okay, let's just get these.
That should slow them down.
No, we're gonna get wrecked. We're not gonna make it. 20 seconds. We're not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. Did I get him or did I get him pretty good? Maybe. Oh boy, 9 seconds. Maybe. They are not taking shots.
We'll push these red...
Yeah.
We are low on ammunition, sir, and the enemy advances.
Then
I
we
will
need
go
to pull
kill
back,
them all.
rejoin the others, and cover their escape.
What are you gonna do? Kill them all? What? Slow down the redcoats with the push to go back to Monmouth.
This way! Hurry!
Oh, I'll take that. Sure. Let's go.
We need to go now! Retreat, brothers!
Back to Monmouth. Sorry for running over.
This way! Hurry!
Oh, I'm not going the right way. Oh, we're gonna do one of those like Act 3 action scenes where like everything is just insane. Look at this. That's crazy talk right there. Let's go. Oh wait, was that a... Did I have to do something here? Slow down the redcoats?
Do something and quickly!
Do I have to kill these guys? Or should I be doing this? I don't know. Prevent the executions. Oh no, that definitely feels like something I should have done. Come on, beat fucking X, man. Tap, 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 tap. Why am I in slow motion here? Oh, that's bad. Warning approaching. The enemy will get you killed. Well, I'm doing that one thing. I'm stopping an execution. Like, is in my fucking objectives. Is that a problem? That's why you don't. Oh my god. That's why you don't listen to objectives. This is why you don't follow objectives. Oh, got another one. Oh, that's for me to shoot me. No thanks. Oh, they're my butt. That's my butts. My butts. We're good. So I think I missed one, maybe. No. It is what it is.
Well done, my friend. You have saved many lives today.
Connor?
Charles Lee has betrayed you. He forced retreat in the midst of battle, hoping the lost would take the lives of your men and see you relieved of your command.
What?
I'm sure he will come and spin a tale saying that he was outnumbered or I was somehow to blame. All lies. I will say it one last time. That man is your enemy, and he will not stop until you are dead or dishonored.
Connor's tale rings true. Lee was acting most odd upon the battlefield.
I will investigate these allegations at once.
The time for that is long past.
This must be done properly, else we're no better than those we oppose. Never mind the political ramifications of such an act.
Should you choose to spare Lee's life, then I will take it myself. Enjoy your victory, Commander. It will be the last I deliver you.
Again, how did he walk away and not just get murdered right there? I mean, that sounded like a threat. I mean, it wasn't, but it was. It was a passive threat. Oh, look at that. Sequence 10 complete. Record time. That's what I'm feeling. This is a quick escalation, but I am going to have homesteaders. I have homesteaders to take care of. Oh, hello.
Something's happened,
rule of
Desmond.
threes. The third exit. Oh, the father went off
Abstergo
to grab
has your
something.
dad.
There it is.
Where? Italy. Same place they were holding
Hey,
you.
we're globetrotting as Desmond in this game. That's great.
What are you two waiting for? Let's go.
There's more.
Hey.
Hello again, Mr.
Okay.
Miles.
Hey.
I hope this message finds you well, or as well as it can, all things considered. It appears we now each have something the other desires. I propose a trade. Bring me the apple, and I'll return your father to you no worse for the wear. Should you refuse, he will still be returned, albeit much worse for the wear. I assume you'd like to avoid an unpleasant outcome.
I always knew it would come to this. Just not so soon. I wonder if Abstergo even knows what's about to happen. And has this been a part of their plan all along? Maybe they want the world to end. To see it all burned away. Then they'd have their new world. Ripe for the reshaping. We talked about looking for another power source. Leaving him there. It's probably what he'd want. For us to finish the mission. But I can't. It's hard enough taking a life, but letting one be taken? Knowing there was something I could do about it? Not a chance. Might be I'm risking my life, risking all our lives to Save an asshole? But what else am I supposed to do?
He's your dad.
That asshole is my dad.
Okay. Jeez.
They're probably
Kill
holding
them all.
your father on the upper levels. Same place they kept you. There's an elevator bank down the hall.
Hey,
Try
what's
not
up?
to let them see you.
Get a new coat, bro.
They know I'm here, Rebecca. There's no way they don't.
This is a bad idea.
I mean, you look like an assassin, so... Beep boop. Okay. Just wandering around. I'm on tour. I'm just touring your facility. Nothing to worry about here. Hello. You got something to say? You got something to say, bro? You got something to say, bros? Okay. That's what I thought. They're all just... Yeah, we know. Let's just all make it super awkward.
Hand over your weapons and come with me, sir.
I can show myself in, but thanks for the offer.
I'd rather this not turn ugly, Mr. Miles.
Oh, that's right, because this guy...
Then let me through.
Subdue the subject, please.
Yeah, wrong, incorrect. How do you want to do this? Do I want to take a weapon? I can take one of your weapons. Oh, I have mine. I have my own weapons. Who wants to die? Get in line. Get in line. Is there another one? I thought there was 4. Oh, there you are. Wrong. So I'm, you know, well, you decide to work here, not me. Not my fault.
4th floor.
Just casually. Wait a minute. Now the arm sheath is over your sweater? What they hidden?
Well,
Bother hiding.
you've learned absolutely nothing since you left us. Walking into an elevator in the middle of a hostile environment.
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean,
Really?
maybe he learned everything. It's the opposite of what you think.
Where's my father?
You'll see him soon enough. Now be a good boy.
In a
and wait
body
for
bag.
security to fetch you.
You're gonna have to climb the rest of the way.
He's headed up the elevator shaft. Send someone in.
To the elevator shaft? Is that not allowed? Okay, no. No. Oh, there we go. Hey. Jesus, that's a lunge and a half.
Need eyes on him. He can't be far. Where the hell is he?
Hey, oh. Peekaboo. Whee! Oh god, I can't do the thing. I can't. Okay, stop. Here, you can go, and you can go. Oh god, and I can go next. Okay.
Sorry, but I just don't know where he is.
You know where he is? I'll kill you.
That's okay. I do.
That guy better move out of the way. Oh my god, Desmond's a fucking disaster to the lives of these people. Let's go this way. Hello. Goodbye. Oh, I want to get like a double whammy. I mean, oh my god, wow. All the practice with your ancestors, man. Oh, hey. Not expect a shot in the chest there. Okay, fine. Let me start. Did you want me to see that? Oh, you did? No, thanks. Nah, bro. I'm not gonna interrupt myself. That's the best thing I've ever learned, right? So, you got a problem. You now have a problem with yourself. Here, just mix it up a little bit. It's like, let's really show the people a show here. Here, hold on. I would like to get one over here, like this. Oh, man. That's not what I want. Okay, fine. Right in the nuts. Okay, I wanted to kick him off the edge. Right here? Nope. Oh, the tree? We're gonna do some tree shenanigans? Let's find out. Nope. Maybe? Oh, did I have to come down here? I'm a little bit confused. Nope. I was not supposed to do a tree shenanigans thing. No. Like this to this. Nope. Can't go up to that thing. Okay, no problem. Saying this is gonna have to do with the trees. The trees are all set up in a way that they look climbable. Oh, that's not what I want. Abstergo. It's not these doors? Are you sure? Oh, the window's broken. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Like, for real, man. Come on. The window's broken.
Give me the apple.
More obvious.
Let's not draw this out. You got nowhere to go, and I've got a gun.
Whatever.
Speaking of which, it's the 21st century and you're still running around with only a tiny knife for protection?
All I need.
It's stupid. All right, Desmond. Game's over. Not now. Not now. Я еще ждет работа.
Whoa.
Нет. Get out!
What the hell was that?
Someone got taken over. What the hell is going on with it? What am I doing right now? Are we at the computer? Hack the emails. Oh, come on. Oh my god, it's the first place we were at. Just as soon as I said it, I was like, wait a minute. This looks familiar. My room, man. Where's my room? Right here. Oh, they should have let you go in. Fail. They could have let you go in. That would have been cool. Just so that you could see, like, get a taste of that past. I know I probably have to run after it, but now, like, I just want to know if there was an Easter egg hidden in here. There was not. That's too bad. That's too bad. Oh. I'm just gonna rock and roll right here. Move on. And move on. You sure you want to do this, man? Were you waiting for me to kill those guys before you ran? You could have had plenty of that start there.
Get out! Get out!
You're firing a silencer right now. What? I hope you're...
Enough is
got
enough,
wings.
Mr. Miles.
I guess I'll
I
follow.
invited you here
Oh,
in
shit.
the spirit of cooperation.
I want to get up there.
But you responded
That's too
to my
bad.
hospitality with only violence. I had hoped we might preserve you and further study your memories. But you're not worth it.
I was probably supposed to be up the top of that thing. Pretty sure. Maybe I wasn't. There you go. Oh.
I hereby authorize the use of deadly force.
I'm pretty sure they're trying
Kill
to
the
use
bastard,
deadly
and then
force.
bring me the apple.
Crazy. I don't have a direction to go though. I'm just sort of running. I don't have a map marker. I don't know, over there. I don't know, all the way to the end. I'm not sure if... Okay. This looks like something that could... Nope. It feels like a lot of people... Oh, there he is. I see. I do have to be up here. I see. I see. Follow him. Got it. Got it. There you go. Dude, you're just happy. And I like... There we go. Oh. Was that supposed to kill him? I mean, I guess. I didn't expect that.
Where's Vidic?
Fifth floor.
Felt like a main character for just to let something like that happen. All right.
Vidic's office is up ahead.
Oh, now we got a gun. I don't need a gun.
You killed him. Daniel was his son. A sickly son, perhaps, but one full of promise. He accomplished so much, and so well, and now you've taken him from me, from us, like the apple, like Lucy. We want to help the world, Desmond, to save it from itself. But you keep getting all our hard work ruined. You're a fanatic, all your kind, maintaining the erroneous belief that we are evil, that the work we do is wrong. We enrich lives here. We save and transform them. But take, and take what isn't yours!
Listen, if you're in the right, you wouldn't be angry right now, okay? Nice. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god. Desmond. You absolute monster. I said, you absolute monster. Oh my god, how many bullets does this gun have? Oh, you're still alive? Oh, wrong. Oh, I like that move, the kick move. Oh!
Don't kill me. I'll let you in.
You better. Do it. I like that the game took us into the modern era more. Just try to get this plot like take it somewhere, you know.
Not so fast, Mr. Miles.
Took 5 games.
In case
but...
you hadn't noticed, I'm the one calling the shots. Now give me the apple.
Yeah, you don't seem to know anything about the
want
apple,
it?
huh?
Fine.
Bam.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Wait!
Idiots.
No!
Like, for real. You know what I mean? Again, main character, but, I mean, bye.
You never should have come here. You put everything on the line. For what? So you could rescue your father?
Yeah. I expect it to go either like that. They're really closing this loop, huh? Whoa. Just anything. Press whatever you want. Want some of this? Oh, we're doing an Ezio here, man. And an Altair. I'm just gonna hit every button, see what happens. How about this one? How about this one? Okay, I think I'll do the same. Yeah, I think so. Hey, Dad. What's up? Like the apple? Jesus.
I'd get the power source hooked up before heading back into the Animus. But it's your call.
Okay, now I have to remember. Was it... Oh, shit. This one? Was this the last one? This one? I don't remember. I don't remember what opened up. I'm gonna be doing redundancy here. It was this one. This is the one where I put the... Oops. No, this isn't it. This isn't it. I went over here. Was this one? In the middle? Maybe? Whoa. No, this is the actual room. Yeah. 1, 2, and then we got the one that goes, oops. Oh, just look for her. There she is. Settles that. Was it this one? I didn't do this one, did I? I don't remember. I did. Well, let's go there again. Maybe there's something to fill in. Maybe it's right here. I feel like it's right. What the? Oh. Trying to come back to me. Oops. Nope. 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 Ah, see the light turning on? You're going the right direction. Thank you, Judo. Boing, 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 and then up. Follow the light. Follow the light. Probably over there, yeah. Yeah. There she is. Cool. All right. And boom. No, this one didn't have it. No, it did. The Stargate is now open. New area to go to. Oh, maybe end game area to go to. Can I? Boink. Sure, I'll be fine. Let's see. Did that come down? It did not come down though. Can I bring it down? Hey man.
I regret not asking you to hack into the Abstergo servers while you were there. A couple of well-placed relays and we'd be swimming in information.
We have everything we need.
Yeah, except the key.
We're close.
How do you know?
I just do.
I've been poking around a bit. Did you know there are machines down here that make, well, mana?
Wizard mana or biblical mana?
What do you think? Biblical, of course. The Greeks called it ambrosia. The Indians, amrit or soma. Most cultures around the world refer to a divine food, though I'd say its taste is anything but.
You ate something that came out of a 75,000-year-old machine?
And I live to tell the tale.
Oh my gosh.
So? What did it taste like?
Cardboard. Tasted of cardboard. Hardly the stuff of legends, though. I wonder if the first civilization didn't taste differently than we do.
Maybe the flavorizer broke.
Flavorizer. You've certainly got away with words, Rebecca.
Star Trek or something.
Things are getting worse outside.
What do you mean?
I'm sure.
Every day for the past 2 weeks, the sun has been throwing off larger and larger flares. Older satellites are starting to malfunction. I hear rumblings of recalling the crew on the International Space Station. There's already work being done as well to shield power stations and transformers on the ground. Not that any of it matters. This goes far beyond some brownouts. We all saw what's actually coming.
Do you know how it works?
Look, I'm no physicist, but it's something to do with the Earth's geomagnetic field. The flares and mass ejections disturb it, which appears to trigger seismic events. I've tried reaching out to people who might know better, but they all insist it's bunk. And I don't blame them. It sounds ridiculous.
I wish it was.
Best we finish up with Connor.
Okay. Let's see if you got something to say.
Hello?
Hey. Do you think killing Vidic set Abstergo back?
I doubt it. Sure, he pioneered the Animus, but they've had the technology for decades now. Plenty of other people can take his place.
And Cross?
Oh, he was a loose cannon. I doubt anyone's mourning his death. I think these days he was more a symbol than an asset. I'm sorry, I don't mean to dismiss what you did. But it's going to take a lot more than a couple of deaths to stop the Templars.
Did Vidic put you in an Animus when you were at Abstergo? They'd be able to search your memories and track you back here.
Oh, they definitely tried, but I made things difficult for them. You can resist, you can cloud up the transmission, or just refuse to move. Eventually, they would have gotten what they needed, but it still would have taken them weeks.
Vidic threatened to put me in a coma once.
It would have made you more pliable. But if the user isn't engaged, it's a mess. I know they've been working on ways to extract memories and let others sift through those memories. Maybe they're even analyzing mine right now. Maybe they'll find us. I don't know. What I do know is that we've got to get through that door.
Yeah. I should probably get back into the Animus. Hey. So, when this is over, and assuming it all works out, I was hoping I could, you know, come home.
I'd like nothing more.
Is this it for Desmond? Like, I don't know if I'm...
We're almost there, son.
So, you can't spoil it at this point, I'm sure. Well, you could, because I don't know what the next games are going to do. But what I'm saying is, like, I feel like this could be the end of a Desmond
Hey, Desmond, didn't Subject 16's...
His name was Clay.
Sorry, didn't Clay say Washington was a Templar?
know. He indicated that Washington came into contact with an Apple of Eden, but beyond that, it's all speculation. Furthermore, judging from the portrait referenced by Clay, the event occurred much later in Washington's life. Perhaps Connor wasn't even involved. It's very hard to know for sure. We'll just have to wait and see what, if anything, happens.
So what was it like being back at Abstergo?
I didn't expect to get out of there alive. It's a good thing Cross broke down the way he did. If he wasn't losing his mind, I'd probably be dead.
I guess he never really recovered.
What do you mean?
When he first came to us, he was exhibiting symptoms of the bleeding effect. It was real bad. He'd just go in and out at a moment's notice. No animus required. Got a little violent, too, sometimes. It took a while and a bunch of therapy, but we thought we had it under control. Once he went back over to Abstergo, though, who knows what they did to him.
I still worry about that happening to me.
He was raised in an animus, Desmond. There's overexposure, and then there's Daniel. Poor guy. That could never happen to you. We won't let it. Hey, when this is all over, we should take a trip somewhere. Celebratory vacation.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Now listen to you. Italy, Brazil, and the United States, all in the span of a few weeks. And you're complaining about not getting out enough?
Seriously, Sean?
No, not seriously. Are you mad? Trust me, no one wants time off more than I do, right? Do you have any idea how hard it is to crank those database entries out as fast as I do?
The sooner we're done here, the sooner we can take that vacation.
I got the hint. Okay, email. To email. We are receiving messages. Let's see if Juno's talking to us. No, yes, maybe. You're kind, you wretched simple things, one step removed from animals, one step removed, no steps, none. You are animals, we had the sense, the sixth. We were transcendent, you are pretenders, you suppress. Your artifacts are lies, economics, philosophy, literature, love, all born of desperation, denying what you are, animals, you who root, who feast, who fuck, who kill, hate. That is what I think of when I think of you. What the fuck? That's like so unlike their language right now, though, that there'd be a Juno, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, that felt a little strange to me. I know you think it's dangerous for me to head to Egypt on my own, and you're probably right. Wouldn't be surprised if Cross is already there. They're locking these things down left and right, but we don't have a lot of options. If there's a chance to grab the last power source, we've got to take it. I promise I'll be careful. I've been fighting these bastards since before you were born, literally. So it's back in time right there. The ones you name Minerva and Tenia, they called you here, and then they left. Don't you find it odd that they would go through all the trouble and then just disappear? There were discs here once. I threw them into the abyss when I still could. I think they were meant for you, filled with lies. You don't need such things. I alone will guide you. You don't trust me. I am the enemy. I bade you kill the traitor, but if you hadn't, you would have died, and the world as well. I hate you, but you will save us. So I offer my hand. I will lead you to salvation. What? They left. Do they have their own kind of adversary? I'm sorry. They're going to be here soon. Trapped me in William Miles. They're going to be here soon. Trapped me in this damn museums. Should have taken more precautions. I'm sorry, son. It wasn't fair for me to come down on you the way I did. You never asked for any of this, and I should have been more understanding. I hope you can forgive me. I love you. Because he thought I was going to die. There's a pull into Act 3. Yeah, so let's close this up. Let's go back in. See what Connor's up to. This is going to be quick.
Home stretch,
11
Desmond.
and 12 are...
I can feel it.
So do I. Because I've had 4 games that proved it to me.
The tides of war are turning. The Loyalists fall back beneath the advancing Patriot army. Their hold on this land weakening by the day. But the Templars only seem to grow stronger. Though fewer in number, the threat they pose appears undiminished. Making matters worse, Washington chose to spare the life of Charles Lee. I am told he has taken refuge inside Fort George, and so my days are spent searching for a way to breach its walls. Of my father, there is no trace, and I am glad of it. If I can be rid of Lee, there may still be a chance for reconciliation. And through it, peace.
I mean, I can really go. There's only a limited amount, but I mean, he could flip it around with his father.
Connor?
Pretty cool. Or I mean,
He's asking
it's gonna
for
end in
you.
death. But oh, would be the wrap up here or something.
Hello, Connor. Come now. Your sadness won't sustain me any more than that fool woman's soups and potions. Tell me of your latest exploits.
Charles Lee has been exposed, and the Patriots finally rid of him. They march now to secure the remaining cities that this country might finally be free.
Then you have won. The land and your people are safe. Yet you seem troubled.
Washington spared Lee's life.
So long as he lives, all are in danger. The same is true for your father. When you first came to me, you understood what had to be done, swore you'd see it through. If not for the Brotherhood, for your people, and all those threatened by the Templars.
But with Lee gone, my father might...
Listen to me. You have not come this far to throw it all away over misplaced sentiment. Both men must die.
Achilles.
There is nothing more to discuss.
Connor, I came as soon as I could.
Tell me you bring good news.
The Comte de Grasse said yes. You need only join his fleet in Chesapeake Bay and they will serve as required. But what exactly is it you intend?
It's better that I show you.
Oh yeah, he's just walk him down into there, huh?
Charles Lee may have been dismissed, but it does not mean we are safe.
But the commander?
The commander underestimates the threat, and no more time can be wasted trying to convince him otherwise. I must do this on my own.
Do what exactly?
Kill Charles Lee. He hides within Fort George, which is itself surrounded by a militarized district.
No problem.
I cannot hope to infiltrate it directly, so I will go under instead.
What?
Incroyable.
The tunnels leading to the fort have been filled in.
I've been avoiding the whole game.
While I secure the Admiral's ships, I need you to clear them for me.
Damn
And
it.
the ships?
So there's a point.
When signaled, they will bombard the fort.
Breaching its walls and creating a distraction, I see.
In the chaos, I will slip inside, find Charles Lee, and silence him forever.
That's pretty much it. Medium salad bag recipe. Well, that's another rabbit hole, isn't it? We are... I see. I was... Oh. What the fuck? We have another boat mission. We have another boat mission. I'm gonna go here real quick. Let's see if anything opened up here for the homestead. So I can close this off with with at least some opportunity here to clean. Okay, no, it doesn't look like it. Okay, no problem. And then in terms of this one, we have them all freed up, and we're doing better here. So here, let's go. What's that 10% stuff? Anyways, guns of Ticonderoga. So let's do a number 3 here. No, I still want to see if I can get these ones up. I mean, you're almost there, so I should throw you into there with the lowest, and then we'll get them cranked up with you. So 100% her. And then, oh, we got a 1 down here. Say 1 now. Oh, 3. What the? Anyways, it's fine by me. Let's do a 3. I don't need you in there. Hold up. Let's see what we can do with. We got a 6, a 7, and a 7. That's not bad. Yeah, let's go with that. And then we got a 3 here, which we're going to start kicking off with you. And you're going to take a noob. Oh, he's not a noob anymore. He's a captain. Okay. So I got a boat. I got a boat quest, huh? Why do I always do that? Don't know. I don't know. Can I tell? Wait. I can't tell unless I teleport there. I always forget that part. I am curious what it is you're doing. Oh, I don't have a boat. What? Where'd my boat go? Main mission. Oh, that's the main mission. All right. For example, I've got these on the map, but I haven't. Yeah, see what I mean? Now I know. So let me see if I can talk to these. There are stories here that. No, damn it. Yeah, I've been missing things. It's okay. Blind run. I hair rested here. I don't know what's going on right now. Everything's freaking out. Let's start this off here.
Oh, not a day goes by that one of the boys doesn't hurt himself. I'll get some rest with the doctor around, sending the boys his way.
I know what you mean. Maria is all over the property like a mad girl. Norris found her in his mine yesterday with a great big gash in her knee. That girl, I tell you.
It sounds like you all have your hands full.
Oh, you could say that.
Having the doctor here is great for all of us, Connor. Thank you for finding him and bringing him here.
He came here because of you. I only brought him the offer.
A little conversation. Doesn't hurt nobody. A little conversation. Just get some context about our friends, our community. The inn that I never go into, which is probably where this discussion is. I'm going to say probably, maybe yes. I have not spent any time in here. Ah, see?
Delicious, love. Connor, what brings you?
I was passing by and I thought I would stop in and see how you were faring.
Well, that's nice of you. Well, my boy, we are faring very well.
Between those who live here, the sailors coming and going from the pier, not to mention the travelers, our beds are always full and our taps are always flowing.
I am pleased things have worked out for you here.
As are we, Connor. I'd be lying if I told you we weren't worried when we were ousted from our old place. But the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Are you fighting again?
Hey, Connor!
Gentlemen, you seem to be getting along.
Oh, aye.
Well, that's their art.
We're just on our way to have an ale. You might have noticed. I've got a bit of a temper problem. Oh, Diana's fine. Spuds are fine. I've got a good thing going on here. I'm just happy I didn't hurt old Godfrey. Wouldn't they have been able to forgive myself?
So am I, Terry. So grateful you didn't poke me with your tiny fists.
Wow. Why do you
Don't rile me up.
All right. Take it easy.
I am happy things are well again.
He's the instigator, man. Why do you gotta? You know your buddies like that. Don't trigger, man. Don't trigger. And
must be Connor. We've been raring to finally meet you.
Oh, that's awkward.
My name's
This one's
Catherine,
awkward.
and this is Diana.
We met so many
We're
times
the wives
already.
of those two blockheads
Yeah, for
who
real.
cut
Like
trees.
a long time ago. Like a couple different
Nice to meet
narrative
you.
floats.
We've
Then
heard so much of you from the boys.
floating around. Yeah, no. It's
Glad to finally put a face to the name.
The pleasure is mine.
awkward.
We were just discussing how nice this bit of territory is, on a river with nobody upstream. I won't lie, Godfrey's letter had me a little worried, but now that we're here and settled, I must say I'm rather happy.
They had us on this plot north of Champlain that was a tangle of rock and bramble. Ugh, horrible place. It's a real treat to be able to walk up the hill and take in the ocean.
Your husbands must keep you busy.
Nothing we can't handle, Connor. The boys think they run the show, but the real bosses are right in front of you.
I do not doubt it.
Okay. Oops. Oopsie. I think that is it. Yes. Yeah, that looks clean. Unless the city has some, but maybe I'll have to jump through the city and see what's up there. Now I can't tell. Oh, I can. I can definitely teleport there. This might accidentally auto trigger. But don't do it. Don't auto trigger. I'm gonna wrap this one up here, and then we're gonna go off on a little naval journey and see what where that's gonna take us for sequence 11. There's some homestead stuff that I know is still in there because of the animus like thingamajig, the sequence stuff. But yeah, it could be in one of the cities. I don't know, but maybe it's one of the quests that we have to push along here. It's just it's going fast, and so I don't want to miss anything if I can catch it. And do I want to change my weapons? No, my outfit? No, I like this one. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to wrap this one up here. I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, buddy. Peace.